Hey guys, it's Senior MVP WWE34 with a third vlog. Now, today's topics. I have a question for every one of you, and I'm gonna go on to some wrestling. Yeah, it's not like me, but I kind of like the WWE, and I would like to make I'd like to ask you your opinions on some of the things happening in WWE. First of all, the question I want to ask you. I was thinking of making a fight between Torvosaurus and maybe, I don't know, Allosaurus. Well, I've been thinking, I mean, if you looked at Dinosaur Revolutions, you saw Allosaurus europeanus, which was a 26-foot long Allosaurus species against I think it was a 35-foot long Torvosaurus that lived in Europe, and I thought, why not put it up against Fragilimus, Allosaurus Fragilimus, a Torvosaurus versus Allosaurus Fragilimus. But I'm thinking, are they the same power? Do they have the same strength? Well, I don't know if it would be a good fight, because Allosaurus being a lighter kind of animal, not as heavily built as Torvosaurus, it would not be a good fight, right? And or would you like to see Torvosaurus versus Saurophaganax? Now, Saurophaganax is a large carnivore relative to Allosaurus. I think it was around 12 meters long, maybe the same size as Allosaurus. I don't know. Maybe it's just this Allosaurus that should be called Allosaurus Maximus. But I think both of these animals are the same build, because Saurophaganax wouldn't have been able to jump a big distance. I think it would have been I think it would not been able to jump very long distance. But it would be a good fight to see if these two fighting it out. So I don't know. Vote for which one of these fights you want. And finally, or should it be Torvosaurus versus the smaller Yongchuanosaurus? Now, Yongchuanosaurus being smaller than Allosaurus and Saurophaganax and Torvosaurus, well, it would be an interesting fight, because since Allosaurus is a bit bigger, it could have jumped a great distance. But Yongchuanosaurus, if it's even lightly built, it's a more lightly built creature, it would have jumped an even further distance, and it would have been very quick for Torvosaurus to catch. So, well, you got three decisions, my friends. Either Torvosaurus versus Allosaurus, Torvosaurus versus Saurophaganax, or Torvosaurus versus Yongchuanosaurus. Now, onto a bit of wrestling. And the guy today I want to talk, and the thing I want to talk about today, and there's a couple of things in wrestling I want to talk about today. First of all, there's one guy that I'm not really happy with, and he is The Big Show. This guy. Now, recently, if any of you watched Over the Limit, well, if you watched Monday Night Raw before Over the Limit, he got fired because he was, I don't know, insulting John Laurinaitis' voice, which was hilarious. And then he did get fired, and then the match between John Cena and John Laurinaitis, and if John Laurinaitis lost, which he didn't, sadly, he would be fired from his job as GM for both Raw and SmackDown. But now, The Big Show, he came in, we all thought, yes, he's going to chokeslam Laurinaitis, John Cena's going to win it, John Laurinaitis is gone. But guess what he does? He ends Cena, John Laurinaitis, and this causes John Laurinaitis, and then Big Show, what he does is that he knocks Cena out with a knockout punch, and then basically John Laurinaitis wins, still GM, Big Show's a heel turn. Yeah. And there's something else. There's another guy who who has recently had an injury. This guy, Triple H. Oops. Darn you. Darn you. Now, recently Triple H had his arm broken by Brock Lesnar because at Extreme Rules, Brock Lesnar went up against John Cena in an Extreme Rules match, but a couple of weeks before that, Brock Lesnar demanded some things. He demanded that he'd be in Vince's private jet, he'd come in a private limo, all that, and and Monday Night Raw should be now called Monday Night Raw starring Brock Lesnar. Now those demands were met the following Monday Night Raw, but then Triple H took them away the week after that, after Extreme Rules. And Brock Lesnar wasn't happy about that, so guess what he does? He goes and breaks Triple H's arm. Now, some people have been saying that Triple H will return. He will come back, and maybe if he does, and if Brock Lesnar is still in the business, I don't know. If Brock Lesnar does come back to the business, maybe it'll be Triple H versus Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam. Now that would be an awesome match, but what kind of match would it be? That's the thing that's bothering about me, because I don't know whether it should be a normal singles match, or it should be like a no holds barred match, or a Hell in a Cell match, or last man standing match, or something else. I don't know, stretcher match. I don't know, something like that. Something that Triple H can do to pay back Brock Lesnar for all the things he's done. And yeah, and there's also someone else. Now there are two other people. Now recently, this guy kind of cost Randy Orton. Kind of cost Randy Orton a chance to become the World Heavyweight Champion. Cost him recently on Monday Night Raw. He cost him the chance to become #1 contender for the World Heavyweight Championship. And it's Chris Jericho. Now, at the before the Royal Rumble, Chris Jericho did come back. Now, we thought he would be a face. We thought he'd turn face. But that wasn't revealed until after Elimination Chamber, when he turned heel. And he went up against CM Punk. And he was taking care of CM Punk's family. Like saying his dad's an alcoholic, his sister has drug abuse. And now he's turned on to Randy Orton, who really did actually, 2 years ago, before Hell in a Cell, 2 years ago, Randy Orton and Chris Jericho went one-on-one, and if Chris Jericho won, he would get the #1 contender's right to Randy Orton's WWE title. Now, in the end of that match, Randy Orton punted Chris Jericho, making Chris Jericho, lose the match. But not only that, he had to retire for a little bit because of his neck injury. Now he came back, and now I think he's going after Randy Orton. And I don't know if at No Way Out there will be a match between them two. Maybe just a bit of a payback match, that kind of thing. And hopefully the winner will be Randy Orton. Hopefully that. And well, this is Senior AVP WWE 34 signing off. Goodbye.